really enjoyed the film, Julia.
Oh, thank you.
There was this kind of really touching moment, I thought, when she says that she doesn't really know how to kind of spend time with her daughter. And amidst all of the kind of supernatural elements in this film, I thought it really kind of excelled in its very kind of understated, quite subtle human aspects. Was that something that really came through in the script right away? And is that how you have to kind of approach a film like this from a very human perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to approach everything from a human perspective, especially when you're doing a movie that is supernatural. Otherwise, people are not going to want to watch it because they're, it's, art is just about really connecting and how that is resonating with someone in a way.
I mean, I think all acting to some degree is very kind of vulnerable and quite exposing because you have to give so much of yourself to a kind of role and leave it all out there. But is that especially the case for portraying fear? As emotions go, is that one of the more kind of challenging, would you say?
Yeah, but it's funny. It's like I don't look at it as fear, as more as insecurity. Like when she was saying that it was fear, but I also think it was insecurity, and it was more insecurity with like herself. And really what she was saying, it's like if she doesn't know how to be around the person that she loves the most, like I don't think she knows how to be with herself at that point in the movie. And then the extreme circumstance brings the best or the worst out of people, and then by the time that the couple started to connect, both of them, it was too late.
I mean, obviously, as an actor, it's your job to pretend. It's something you do incredibly well. But was it kind of easier to accomplish when facing up with Christopher in all of that kind of makeup? Because so often there's kind of CGI, isn't there, in kind of films like this? But I know they really wanted to make sure it was kind of practical, and I know he had loads of prosthetics and kind of makeup done. Did it almost feel like you were kind of dealing with the monster? Did you almost forget Chris was in there?
Yes and no. I mean, I can recognize Chris's eyes.
Mm.
I couldn't recognize him with the makeup, especially further within the script. He looked more and more like a wolf, and there was different. I've been saying this all day. It was a really good shoot, but it was not an easy shoot for multiple reasons. One of the reasons was because it was practical, and I was so excited that we were working with practical makeup, not CGI. Was we had to switch. Sometimes because he had to be in the hair and makeup trailer for like 6 hours. So we would have to switch, and sometimes I wouldn't be even acting with Chris because because he was still in the makeup chair. So there was different challenges in terms of that, but there is something about practical makeup. It's real. It becomes real, and you never want to act as an actor, ever, 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 ever.
I wanted to ask about collaborating with Chris Theher on this because I know you guys worked together a few years ago, but he's such a wonderful actor who's so committed and kind of brings so much kind of nuance, I think, to the characters he plays. What was he like as a kind of screen partner to work off on this occasion?
Well, it was really crazy and interesting because I worked with him on my first job when I was like 16 years old, and it was just really interesting. I feel like, this film, it was like there was like a few scenes with him. I felt like the scenes were like really extreme circumstances, but the days where we actually could, do scenes and like could understand each other within the scene, that was fun to act in with him. So.
It's funny, if Martha Master May Marlene was on the first films I ever covered, actually. So
Really? Oh, wow.
a few years now. But thank you so much for your time, Julia, and best of luck with the release of the
Thank you.
movie.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!